welcome to our special Thanksgiving game of Blood on the Clocktower. How are y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Are y'all feeling thankful tonight? Thankful to have survived the month, right?
Yes. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
The month isn't over yet.
We have a few more days. What I want to do is, as we're introducing everybody today, is I want y'all to tell me something that you're thankful for, but not the kind of crap that you say around the table, like, oh, I'm thankful for mom, or I'm thankful for world peace, or I don't know. Give us something like silly or ridiculous, or just like one of your things that you love that has gotten you through the past couple of weeks, if it's been rough for you like it's been rough for me, like just something like that. Who wants to start? We won't have to start with top of the clock.
I'll start.
Okay. Go for it, Micah.
I am thankful that I have, over the years, learned how to draw naughty gay art.
There you go. Is that a self-taught skill, or did you take a class?
That is very much a self-taught skill. But I am thankful, especially nowadays, that I can do it.
And where can folks find your naughty art, Micah?
At Micah Draw.
Oh, no.
Tumblr.
Wait. So, tell us again. I just got completely demonetized all of a sudden, and we went offline. Tell us again, Micah. Where can we find your art?
At Micah Draws on pretty much anywhere. Blue Sky is where I'm most active, but Tumblr, Instagram, a couple other places. So
did you really just get demonetized?
I know. My server refreshed. So.
I've seen the naughty art. You should check it out on Blue Sky.
Oh yeah, we have the calendar.
I got to do another one of those.
I have a coloring book.
Time of year.
My ferrets.
And we're also thankful for ferrets.
Oh, I thought you were saying you're thankful for naughty ferrets, and I'm like, no, I don't want to see that.
No, we're not going there. But I do need to make another calendar soon.
We're thankful for the
You can have cute naked guys with ferrets just on their shoulders.
That's an idea.
Got to mix your passions. How about you, Grady? What are you thankful for?
I am thankful for vests that you can put on cats because it makes them fall over.
It does.
It does, doesn't it?
That is our favorite pastime, is putting them in these little vests and watching them go meow and just lay on their side. It's very fun.
And then drugging them.
Yes. When you have to give kitties lots of pills, that's a very useful thing to have. How about you, Writings?
This will sound weird, but I'm thankful for Reggie Bannister. He is an actor that always seems to give me the jollies.
Okay.
People might know him from one of my favorite films, Phantasm. But he's also in like Bubba Hotep and Wishmaster and a plethora of other things. My love for Reggie Bannister even got turned into a bit in a recent horror film. I got asked to improv some stuff, and the director asked me to improv about Reggie Bannister, and I just went off.
Amazing.
I talked about how he's an underappreciated American actor of our generation and just spewed out a whole bunch of Bannister love.
Awesome. And for more insights into the film world, go visit Hitlist Video over on YouTube.
Yes, please.
How about you, Morgan?
Okay, so I have a friend, and our D&D characters are romancing each other, and I'm really thankful for that because we write hot gay porn about them, and it's like the best time.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to start over because I kind of refreshed.
You just said
Kapla got there in the hot gay porn and was.
I write gay porn about my D&D character who is romancing my friend's D&D character, and that's our favorite thing to do. And we have a Discord that's full of the two of us talking about the things that they do together.
Excellent.
That.
I think everybody needs to have a friend to write hot gay porn with in their life. It makes things much better.
One thing I used to enjoy doing back in the day, it wasn't necessarily gay porn related, but I would write stories with a friend of mine, but we would have to alternate, I think, sentences. So I'd write a sentence and he'd have to write the next sentence and I the next sentence. And it was ridiculous chaos, and we enjoyed writing stories that
sounds
way.
like fun.
It was a good
Grady, is that what we're doing with the visual novel, writing hot gay porn together?
Oh, I thought we were going to each write one sentence.
You could do both.
There we go.
How about
Come
you?
to Clocktower Con to find out.
Oh, there you go. Gallant Goblin After Dark. Rowan, what are you thankful for?
Well, I'm short on the hot gay porn accomplishments, but I'm grateful for going back and forth in a Target all the way to the parking lot to the back of the store twice, and then eventually actually finding my wallet.
Oh God!
Yeah.
I thought you were just trying to get your steps in.
I did though.
There you go. Jeez.
The best part is I have an app. Like I was trying to find it with the app,
Yeah.
and I still took two laps.
Oh, I'm glad you found it. Foxwood, are you regretting walking into this hot mess?
No. Thankful for people to play with and a day off.
Hey, I would like that. Welcome. Thanks for joining us,
It's
Foxwood.
corny.
It's good to see you. How about you, Helza?
I am thankful for Catboy because he makes me smile, and I think he's lovely. And I'm also thankful that I learned to crochet off YouTube because it means I can keep my hands busy while I'm watching stuff and end up with useful and lovely things.
Yeah. We have our woobles downstairs we need to get started on.
You do. You should.
How about you, Malashan? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for this random AI classifier thing that stumbled through my social feed that told me it was 98.7% confident my profile picture is of a woman, and that was very needed.
There you go. Take any affirmations we can get. Love that. How about you, Victory Bell?
Silly. I am thankful that Charlie is gonna push Brat Summer into April with her tour right around my birthday.
Hey. Victory Bell, tell us about your life cycle charity run.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're actually having an upcoming charity stream on Messy B's channel for fundraising for the AIDS life cycle. This is going to be the last year they do it. It's the bike ride for the San Francisco and the LA LGBT centers, funding kind of HIV research as well as kind of resources for people who are living with HIV. The bike ride for 6 days from San Francisco to LA.
Sweet. And yeah, we'll have, if you are watching later on YouTube, we have the link to the stream down below, to Messy B's channel, and to donate to Victory Bell's campaign for raising money. So how long does that bike ride take you, Victory?
I think each day is maybe about like 6 hours of riding. Each day. It'll be about 6 days.
Oof.
Well worth it though.
Well, stay safe out there, buddy.
Fun.
How about you, Catboy? What are you thankful for?
Jonathan Bailey.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a good thing to be thankful for.
I just couldn't get over how like he didn't look like a student. I was like, "Are you a high schooler? Is this
I
a
have
college?"
not seen Wicked, and I'm not
on?
sure if I'm going to see Wicked. I just like.
You're just seeing him all over media now.
I'm thankful for men.
There you go. That's all right. Awesome. Well, we're glad you were all here. I'm going to mute you for just a second as I double check my script and talk to chat, and we'll send your tokens out. So sit tight for just a second. Y'all can chat, and we won't be able to hear you. All right, chat. Thanks for joining me. Oh, no, it all went away. Everything I put together went away, because that's how this works. Luckily, I took a little screenshot of it, so I have an idea. I kind of want a game where the demon's going to bounce around a little bit. So what I was thinking is we could have a Fangu. I didn't tell you what script we're playing. We are playing Last Nail in the Boffin by Dylan, which is the script winner of the contest for the Boffin release. And so this definitely features a Boffin, but we're not going to have a Boffin this time because I think it might be fun for the players, the good team, to try to theorize on what Boffin abilities in play. So which, townsfolk is the most suspicious. Instead, we're going to have a Scarlet Woman, keep the game going a little bit. We're going to have a Fangu, and we're going to have a Serenovus. So no marionette either this time, because there's not a ton of disinformation going on out there with the Fangu, not like there would be with a Nodashi or something. And of course, the Fangu adds in an outsider. With 10 players, we wouldn't normally have an outsider. So we're going to add in the Puzzle Master for a little bit of more drunkenness. But but we're also going to add a balloonist. But the balloonist is not going... If you notice, a new balloonist here, you can add +0 or +1 outsider. We're going to have it not add an outsider, so we can give Recluse as a bluff, which I think could be interesting. I have an amnesiac ability in mind. At least I think I do. I have it written down here. Hopefully my notes are still there. And then we're going to have a pixie amnesiac, which I think might also be interesting. To have a secondary ability that I think could be fun. Although, yeah, I think that'll be a good one. I'll tell you about that later. And then what else did I have in mind? For a bouncing demon, I thought a fortune teller would be good. I want to have a juggler. What else? How many more do I need? So we have, let's see, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more. Ooh, what do I want for my last one? I kind of want a Raven Keeper, honestly. I think the Raven Keeper is fun, and we don't see it proc very often. Last time we had a drunken Raven Keeper that didn't proc. Is that enough information? I guess it is. Because the Amnesiac's going to be pretty strong. Yeah. Yeah, this might be a pretty strong good team with the things I have in mind. So we're going to see how this works. But that gives us, let's see if we did it right. 1, 2, 3. I think it did something wrong here. No, we don't. Yeah, 6. Yeah, that's right. 6 townsfolk. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that looks right, doesn't it? We have +1 outsider because of this. We have the puzzle master. I don't know who's the puzzle master is going to make drunk. We'll figure that out. And then the balloonist. Okay, let's go back to chat.
I was like, what? No, you didn't.
All right.
You never spoke.
All right, chat. I think I've got your roles ready. We are playing a script today that was the script contest winner for the Boffin. It's called Last Nail in the Boffin by Dylan. And so this is a good fun. We're going to take the Boffin around for one more go-around at least. And for those of you who maybe haven't seen it yet, the Boffin is a minion. The demon, even if drunk or poisoned, has a not-in-play good character's ability, and you both know which. So the demon might also have a townsfolk ability and might strengthen up their bluff. It may give them more information. So keep that in mind. If you have questions about it, I'm happy to answer them. But otherwise, we should have 7 townsfolk, no outsiders, 2 minions, and a demon. And so I think I have this in play. Let me go and trigger this. And here are your rolls. So take a look at that, and I will send you into the nighttime. Sweet dreams, everybody.
Good night.
All right, welcome back. There was something else that I didn't get to tell you about. I'm going to tell you about it when we start the game in just a second. We're doing it's not a charity stream, but I have something important that we're trying to raise money for. So I'll tell you about that when we get this thing started. I was going to tell you before I pass out the rolls, and then I got ahead of myself. That's okay. All right, so let's set up our game, shall we? We're going to have... Where's the... Pixie? Yeah, you're mad about being the amnesiac. Let's see, figure out who the... I'm tempted to make the puzzle master the balloonist. Maybe the juggler. That might be good. Either the juggler or the balloonist. I think maybe the juggler. Serenobus, Raven, Keeper, Fangoose, Scarlet Woman, Amnesiac. There's not much else to set up. We need a red herring, which tempted to put on Grady, but I might put it on... I could put it on Raiden. That's harsh. Maybe I'll put it on Foxwood. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Let's see, where's our red herring? There we go. All right. I think we're good. Let's go chat with people. Oh, set up bluffs. Oh, those are still there. High Priestess, Philosopher, and Recluse. Which I think is pretty good. All right. Oh, but we did change this up. Let me make sure I'm happy with this. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay.
Ooh, nice one. Very chaotic.
Hey there.
Oh,
Well, we pull you right in, and you're immediately the demon.
yeah, sounds right.
How do you like the Fangu?
I like it because it gives me a way out, as long as I can find where that way out is.
Yeah.
with this player count and scripts, maybe less so. I think there's just one outsider no matter what. So, but yes.
Yeah, on this script, the things that can change it, the Fangu adds in 1. If there's a balloonist in play, it might or might not
Balloonist,
add 1.
yes, there could be 2. Yes.
Um,
Or I guess an amnesiac could add as well. But yes.
That's true.
But it gives me a way out, so I like it.
I will give you some bluffs to start with, which may inform that discussion. The bluffs I have in mind for you are High Priestess, Philosopher, and Recluse, which I think might tell you maybe a little bit more about how many outsiders might be in play.
Yeah, that's helpful.
High Priestess I like because it gives you an excuse to go talk to people.
Yeah.
And as far as your team goes, your minions are Victory Bell sitting next to you, and Rowan.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Hello.
Howdy.
All right, Sarah Novus, your demon is Malishan. And your fellow minion is Victory Bell. Always evil Victory Bell.
Mala's the demon.
Yes, Mal's the demon.
Malishan. Okay, thank you.
And I can go ahead and get your pick while you're here if you like.
So, when I was Sarah Novus, I was made to make up savant stuff, savant information. And I carry that critical memory of trauma forward and apply it to Helza.
Okay, interesting. All right, I will let her know.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye. Hello. I don't normally visit you, but I'm bringing you a message.
All right.
The Sarah Novus has decided that you should be mad that you are the savant.
Okay. I shall do that then.
Yeah. Just make sure you visit me if you want to keep up the act sometime tomorrow to get your savant information.
I shall do, thank you.
All
Very
right.
good.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, a question.
Yeah.
If the Sarah Novus has decided that I'm mad that I'm a savant, as a savant, can I still tell people I think this is Sarah Novus, like, without why? Or is that too like obvious?
Maybe
is it against the rules?
On day one, I don't think there's any way you would necessarily know unless you were Sarah Novus mad. Like later on, yeah, I think because there's no other way to really know that.
No, I just have a strong feeling. No, yeah. Okay.
So
thank you.
No hinting, no being sly. You gotta play it straight. Yeah. Plus, pretending to be savant's a pretty good way to get killed by the demon as a Raven Keeper too. So it kind of works out.
Yeah. I was wondering what I would do about that, so that's good. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck. Excellent. Let's see what else. Number 1, number Pixie. Oh, you get the teddy bear.
But is it real?
Well, it's no drunken place, so.
I realize I don't remember anything about this game.
I know it's been a hot minute, so we'll go over it. The Pixie, you start knowing when. You start knowing when to play townsfolk. So the townsfolk you know is the amnesiac.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's fun.
No.
Yes.
No, I want a different one.
I'm afraid not. So if you go around and pretend that you are the amnesiac, then you will get an amnesiac ability when and if the amnesiac, the real one, dies.
Yeah, I don't want that. So.
Well, you can just say you're the Pixie if you don't want the ability. It's a little less fun for everybody, but you do what you want to do. Yeah, madness is always optional. So handle it the way you want to. Or you can just show a cat.
I can't. He's on top of the curio right now.
He'll come down. There's 3 other cats available if you need one. And a Larry, so you can show one of those.
Yeah.
You have heard somebody downstairs that will fetch you a cat if you want, I'm sure.
You don't. I don't have. But you don't. Like, I can't threaten them. Like, they don't provide as much leverage as Carl.
I know. I trust you'll get it sorted. Good luck. Bye. Okay. 2, 3. So, our amnesiac ability is, and this is a little bit. This feels like a little bit strong to me, but we're gonna see how it goes. It's strong, but I think not as guessable. I try to do a little bit between the two. If it's very guessable, I try to make it a little bit weaker. If it's very strong, I try to. Yes, Larry, if you can fetch Grady a kitty, he might appreciate it. But our amnesiac ability is each night, asterisk, learn the character of the person who nominated you the day before. So pretty strong if you can get yourself nominated. You just have to make sure you don't get killed. If you do get killed, there's a backup amni, so it works. All right, so that is our amnesiac ability, but does not wake up. So we'll have to see how that goes. Let me check in with him, just make sure he's good with how it works. He's not looking at the screen. So if he's not, I'll just talk to him tomorrow. I don't think he heard the ping, so we'll do that tomorrow. There's no problem. I posted the ability in chat if you need to see it. There you go. Let's see. Number 4. Fortune teller. Hello.
Hello.
Pick 2 players.
All right, I will pick Catboy and Grady.
You pick Catboy and Grady, and you get a no. Neither one of them is the demon.
Sweet. Thank you much.
Good luck. Excellent. And balloonist. Who are we going to start with? Interesting. Maybe we'll start with Micah. We'll see how it goes from there. Well, hello.
Hello.
Oh, thank you for subscribing there, Eras. Yes, Foxwood, you are the balloonist. The first person you see from your balloon in the sky is Micah Draws.
Straight across. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck. All right, I think that is everybody. All right, let's talk about Hit Point Press, and then we'll go into our first day. Thank you for joining us. Enhance and improve your 5e games today with Hit Point Press. Explore the whimsical dark carnival setting of Heckna. Will you see through the glitzy charade or fall prey to Heckna's everlasting torment? Or explore the cute but deceptively deep campaign setting of Humblewood, where a new threat imperils the peace between the humble folk and the bird folk. Add a slew of creative and gorgeously illustrated magical items with the Griffin Saddlebag, and face innovative new bosses each month with their series of big bads. Learn more today at Hit Point Press by using our link in the corner or down below. Good morning, Goblinshire. Before we get things started properly, there was something I was going to do before we went into the first night. Just for chat's benefit for everybody, indulge me for just a second. Some of you may know Sillion L, Alec, a good friend of ours. He does some stuff on the channel here. His little cat Raiden is having a health emergency and is trying to raise some funds in order to get surgery for Raiden, hopefully by Friday. And so he set up a little GoFundMe. I posted about it on all of our socials, so you can go find us on Twitter, on Bluesky, on Facebook, everywhere. But I'm going to post the GoFundMe in chat here as well, in case anybody wants to help out a little bit. But the little Raiden has some gallbladder stones that need to be removed as soon as possible, so we are trying to get the word out there. I'm very quickly going to show a few pictures of Raiden here on the channel to hopefully pull at your heartstrings just a little bit, and show you that this is a real kitty. So if you do have a little bit of spare change to throw Alec's way, I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. Really lovely kitty, and Alec is the best. He is a TTRPG writer, so he's in the biz with a lot of the rest of us here. So that is Alec, Sillion L, you may know him as, and Raiden. So if you do get a chance to do that, please check it out. The links will also be in the video description down below. So thank you for that. And otherwise, I murdered. It's too late to save me, even with a GoFundMe, but you can still solve my murder before the murderer gets all of you. So good luck, everybody. I'll give you 9 minutes.
9.
9 whole minutes.
Theo, you
That's a
get
lot
killed
of
a lot.
It's my curse.
It's the price you pay.
I like that he called it Blue Ski.
That's what it's called, isn't it?
I'm gonna
That's why I
call it
read
Blue
it.
Ski from now on.
I like
I
that
was
too.
so confused when Micah said blue sky because I've never heard of this.
Well, that makes sense that would happen. So,
Yep.
cool.
I'm gonna go around the circle as long as
Yeah.
I'm alive.
I'll see.
What's up?
I am the High Priestess that saw you. I'm going to lie to everybody else, but I'm just going to tell you that. So see if you can figure out why I saw you.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the High Priestess does.
Oh, so I just learn a player that the storyteller thinks I should speak to.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm the Puzzle Master.
Okay, that's good information.
So, somebody's drunk and I need to know who.
Okay. Yeah, I can see why I'd get that. That's good information.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Do you have anything you would like to share as your 3 for 3?
Sure, I am either.
Hello.
Hello, I need fake savant information.
Do you have anything in mind? If you want to, you can read it out to me, and I can tell you if that's what I would say.
There's a Serenodus as one of the minions. No,
Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't know what you would say.
So I have a little cheat sheet here that I keep for myself that I just started putting together. So oftentimes I will talk about the way things are positioned on the Grim. So like there's an outsider sitting next to a minion, or the demon is sitting next to an outsider, that kind of thing. I would also maybe talk about your neighbors, like one of your neighbors is evil, or one of your neighbors is not a townsfolk, something like that. I might tell you, maybe something is a bluff, like fortune teller is a bluff, or the outsider count has been changed. So those are all things I might talk about.
Right.
Or last night evil chose another evil, or last night evil chose an outsider. All those are things.
Okay. All right. I don't want to deceive my fellow townsfolk too much, so I think I'll go with. I like the demon sitting next to an outsider, and I'll have that one of my neighbours is evil.
Yeah, that sounds good. And that'll probably lure in a demon possibly too, so that's excellent.
Okay. Very good.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, sir. I will.
All right.
For your 3 for 3, I will see you soon.
All right. Good luck.
Catboy, remember you could stick around and ask me questions too, or ask me a question.
Does my ability have to do with? Okay. Is it warm or cold, or can you answer yes or no?
It's warm. It's warm, cold, but you could ask questions and I can kind of interpret it that way. But yeah, you get like a cold, medium, warm, hot, bingo kind of thing.
Can this statement be just like a warm or cold? My ability is informational.
I'll give you a hot.
Okay. Okay.
That's one question for a day.
Oh. Well, I have to ask during the day. I can't ask during the night.
Yeah, you have to ask during the day. You have to come to me during the day. So it's a little bit of the signal that you are one of the things on the thing, like a savant or an amnesiac, because they come and talk during the day. So it's a public role in some ways.
All right. Well then, I will make a show to ask you again in public when.
Just like this, not like, like just like this, one-on-one in public during the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, Catboy. Let's chat.
Oh boy, I don't remember what the High Priestess does.
I am told each night a player that the storyteller thinks I should talk to.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that's not me because I don't have anything helpful to say.
No, oddly enough, it was Catboy, so maybe our information's connected in some way.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Theo, I'm gonna have to after this maybe I will to ask the amnesiac question. But
right.
it's helping me brainstorm what horrible puzzle you may have set for me.
Yeah.
And Carl thinks that the light is a toy and actively attacks it whenever he has a chance.
Carl thinks everything is a toy.
Yeah, but he just like stands up and it's like right at it and starts spinning, and it's a problem.
That's how the last one broke.
I know.
Well, kitties like the flashy things, so. And that is a cute cat.
It is a cute kitty.
All right, I'll enjoy your amnesiac question, Grady, or continuing your demon bluff. One of the two.
Yeah, bye, Marionette. Whoops. I mean, Writings messaged me and said, if I'm evil, please feel free to tell me. And I said, I do feel free to tell you.
Of course. Just tell him anyway, yeah.
So, and he said, does that mean I'm evil? And I said, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, just tell him he's evil. Go for it.
I was going to, but I feel like that's maybe a bridge too far. Right?
Nah, people do it all the time. It's not too late. Oh. He's handling that more than usual.
Is something wrong with you, Carl? Why is like one eye open and one eye closed?
It's a bright light.
Oh, well, maybe that's why he wants to destroy it. Don't look into the light.
No. Okay, go chat. Good luck.
The Raven's Keeper, the philosopher.
Okay. Hypothetically speaking, if you were the philosopher, what ability would you be leaning toward snagging?
It depends on my mood. At current moment, I'm half tempted to claim Damsel, but I do think Savant would be fun. I do like a good Savant.
Savant is one of those roles I hope I get one day. I've never been one, but it sounds like a really fun puzzle to figure out.
Yeah. So that would probably be what I find.
Maintains consistency.
Cool. All right.
Nope. Missed that one.
Yeah, try that to start with, and then I guess you know whether you're yes or no. Then if you're cold, you'll have to think of another angle for tomorrow.
Do you think Theo, who's totally not in here with us, would ever give you two correct Savant things? No, that he can't.
No, I think it says one is true and one is false. It doesn't say he's got the leeway to do that. So
well,
no.
if the savant is poisoned or drunk, they can get two. They can get two trues or two falses. But otherwise, it has to be one true, one false.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and everyone's going to think it's two falses. So, all right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you both
the whole time.
Yeah, the only time that really has happened to me where no one told me was when Beardy was the demon, and I found out like near the middle to end of the game, and I'm like, oh,
that turned out well.
Yeah, I had my suspicions, but since I was the virgin, I had no way to confirm it until shenanigans.
Yep.
All right.
Distracted.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm the amnesiac, and I don't know what's happening, so I'm just making everybody else equally confused.
Okay. This is all just a weird dream.
It is.
Grady, am I the marionette?
No, I already told Writings he's the marionette.
Okay. You're just making sure. Waiting for Grady's free. I'm evil. Nominate myself. Vote for me.
Yeah.
Hi, Carl.
Look, pulling a Grady. Every time I see that move pulled.
Is that Carl?
Yeah.
Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Carl has accepted his fate.
Pulling a Grady now.
Yeah.
Carl won't chirp for them.
Yeah, Carl makes little chirping sounds. He's a dog bird. Looks like he's passing out.
He looks relaxed.
He's not relaxed. He is desperately trying to find a way to escape.
Well, I will give you all a moment or two. There is a juggler on this script, right? Yes, there's a juggler on script, so I'll open room for that. Just raise your hand if you do want to juggle.
Just to get out of the way, can I talk to you for a sec?
Yep, right there. Nope, did I do? Yeah. Hey.
Hi. I'll ask you tomorrow my question. But tell me if this is like something I'll just like you just say if this is like a question you'll accept.
Mhm.
My power identifies if abilities worked.
Yeah, anything like that. Yeah, and you can pretty much ask more or less anything, really. Sometimes I like to start kind of broad and then narrow it in. But, you know, you've already got a good bit of information, so you can start narrowing it down.
Okay.
Good luck. Okay. I am open for conversation and juggles. Foxwood.
I would like to juggle Melishan, Morgan, Ridings, and Helza as the Raven Keeper.
Okay. Got it. All right. Ridings.
I will juggle Catboy as the fisherman, Grady as the amnesiac, and Rowan as the Boffin.
Okay. Those three?
Yeah.
All right. Got it. Thank you. And Melishan.
I will juggle Rowan as the Recluse and all 4 minions.
That is a
All
good
right. Got it. Catboy.
It's a good read, Melishan.
I am going to juggle that Ridings, Micah, Helza, or Morgan are the Raven's Keeper.
Wait, give me the names one more time.
Ridings,
Mhm.
Micah,
Mhm.
Morgan, and Helza.
Got it. Oh, the Raven Keeper.
Yes.
Understood. Grady.
I would like to juggle that Ridings, Morgan, Rowan, and Carl are the Boffin.
I will accept 3 of those. See, he's really ready to boffin out of there. All right. Any other juggles for today? All righty. And then nominations are open. Got a quiet town
Everyone
today.
is fine and dandy to this.
I nominate Carl.
No,
Oh.
unaccepted.
Carl's like, I'm out of here.
He's nominating himself. I don't know what to tell you.
Cat butt.
What did you say about my butt?
Not cat boy butt.
It does seem rather. I feel like there's a reason why at least 2 people suspect that Rowan might be evil and are juggling her as such. Because she's the only one, I think, that has that much sus right now that 2 people are juggling at her.
I wouldn't trust anything I
Is
say.
there? Is it Is it other stuff, or is it just juggling?
It's just juggling, but I do think it's
Oh.
interesting that 3 people, actually, because you were juggled as the Boffin by Catboy, you were juggled as the Boffin by Grady, and as all the minions plus Recluse by Melishan, I think.
I didn't call out Rowan.
I've
You
been known as the Boffin.
Oh.
Okay, Oh, wait. Ridings, yes. Ridings, Grady, and Melishan have all pegged you as possibly evil.
It's okay. I know
Even if
Catboy and I look a lot alike.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. It is true.
Even if there's actually a real juggler, like any one of those is like real, so that people think
Right,
it would
but
be
what I'm
shade if they want
wondering
to.
is what leads so many people to publicly name Rowan as possibly a minion, particularly.
Well, thanks, actual social anxiety in my brain manifesting in real life. I appreciate it a lot. Everyone hates me.
Oh,
Popular.
no.
Because
Can I
people
nominate
people.
Grady?
No, but for real, like, is there like it's just juggling, and that's the sus.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to
Okay.
figure out, is why are
Okay.
people pushing you so hard?
Well, let's talk. Foxwood had a nomination. Foxwood, I think, if I heard you correctly, nominated Grady.
Yeah.
Oh.
Word is potential amnesia. This may do something at some point, but I'm probably not going to vote on it.
Okay. Grady, it's a test nomination, it sounds like. Anything you
Oh.
want to add?
I was ready to vote for myself.
You know, in the world where I'm your marionette, let's do this.
If that's not proof that I am the amnesiac, I don't know what it is, because I hate the amnesiac. But yeah, no, I get asked to name a player at night, and I checked. I said Catboy last night and got a no, and I don't know what any of that means. I asked Theo if it was an indicator of the Boffin, and he said cool. So I'll keep checking, but that's all I have.
All right, 5 to put Grady on the block.
I love that.
3's not enough.
Nalishan, you said Evil's voting here, but you're voting. So, like,
Exactly 3 of us, yeah.
oh, okay. I didn't know if that was intentional.
My vote was completely intentional.
All right.
I was like, in a world where he did not tell me I was a marionette, let's do this.
Second call. I've never seen you so quiet.
This script is insane.
It is.
Yeah,
I say that.
it is.
It is nutty.
You certainly
It's
don't
not-
have
yeah,
to execute someone if you don't want to, but
I'm tempted to do something big, but it takes.
I nominate Micah.
okay. Tell us why, Grady.
I think it's suspicious that he tried so hard to throw Rowan under the bus. So that's all. I don't know.
Mike, are you deflecting blame?
Well, clearly I'm not the marionette, so thanks, Grady. For
Not Grady's anymore.
No, I wasn't trying to throw Rowan under the bus. I was like, why are people pointing the finger so hard at her right out the gate like that? Because I know that only one of the if one of the people that juggles is the juggler, I know that only one actually matters. But I thought it was interesting that so many people pointed to Rowan as a minion right away.
Even
And I was trying to see if there was like any reason for that.
All right.
I'll nominate myself next, but the cat is hit me too hard.
I love that Micah's defense is just offense against Rowan again. 5 to put Micah on the block.
My juggle was Rowan gave me Recluse in a 3 and I was memeing. That was it.
For me, it was that I remember when Rowan had her name as what was it, Marionette?
Yeah.
As when you
Yeah.
were, and I was like, you know what? Her, just that being on the script reminded me of it. I'm like, you know what? Rowan probably evil.
All right. Final call
Yeah.
for noms. Carl has changed.
I'm trying to hear Micah, but he's not saying nothing or nomming me. Or
Oh
nothing,
no, I
so-
wasn't talking. No, I'm not. I'm not nominating you. I don't have any reason to. I was just trying to get. And most people, 2 of the 3, explained why. So Grady didn't. So
Sorry.
Rowan will nominate Rowan.
Okay, Rowan nominates Rowan. I was going to say Morgan's getting a break from the attack from the artist attack from Micah today.
I did consider it.
Rowan, why the nom?
Oh, speaking of Morgan, this is punishment for Morgan specifically for not telling me I'm the marionette.
What?
That's most of my.
I'm not evil,
I'm just-
so you're not my marionette if you are one. So
Let's find out about that.
Here we go. 5 to put Rowan on the block.
I think that's one of those bluff things that you do when you're really evil, and you.
I mean, there's a world where Foxwood could be the demon and was like, you know what? Let's get the sus off my marionette.
In my defense, Helza, I am all evil already, like in the eyes of town. Certainly.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say in the eyes of God. I was just like,
I nominate Morgan.
Okay. Sorry, Morgan. I reminded him. I think.
You
Micah,
did,
tell us
and
why.
also because the first thing Morgan said when I went into private chat with her was, "I'm the artist."
Oh well, that's not even.
And also, she told me, and I don't know if this is actually true because she might be
Oh, I
trying to
lied to
manipulate
you.
me. She told me that if someone in this game, there's a rule that if you ask someone in this game if they're evil, they have to say yes if they are. And she didn't say
Yeah.
yes. I think she's lying to me about that.
Morgan, are
So-
you a liar?
likely in real life.
I'm not a liar, but one of you is drunk.
All right, 5 to put Morgan on the block.
Oh,
Oh no!
oh.
Well, now we really should kill Morgan. Actually, this is a Fangu game.
Okay, 2 is not enough. Final call, 10 seconds.
Hmm.
Hellish will nominate Helza.
Alshon nominates Helza. Tell me why.
Well, if we execute my marionette, it makes me look really good. So then Tad will leave me alone.
All right, Helza, how do you feel about that?
That's ridiculous, but yeah, I don't care.
You know what? I mean, it's coming from like a recognized member of the team. Like, that's a good play. Let's do this.
Helza, your defense.
I'm not. I actually have told. I've hard claimed to 2 people at least. Yeah, so I am not. I am not the marionette.
No.
But I do have reason to think that one of my neighbours is evil. So, yeah.
Okay.
But you know, it's all good fun.
5 to put Helza on the block. Hands dropping.
Well, it wasn't going to make it.
Okay, 1's not enough. All right, 10 seconds again. Catboy, you were saying something earlier. I hope we didn't interrupt you.
no.
You're going
I
to do
don't-
something big.
Well, I nominate
Dramatic.
myself.
Okay. And Catboy nominates Catboy. Tell us why.
I'm gonna be honest. Someone around town has made me think that they're the pixie, and I am curious to see what they would do with my power.
Okay.
Oh.
5 to put Catboy on the block.
Would you like to die? I'm
I'm going
happy
to
to.
if they're putting your hands up.
Will it make your life easier?
I mean,
5 is enough.
yeah, I mean, as much as I would like to play the game and stretch my detective muscles, I trust every single one of you more as a pixie.
Oh, Catboy, you're great. Don't worry about it.
To be
I would-
fair,
I would
Catboy, you could still
prefer-
deduce a demon even when dead.
It's true.
And if you're the demon who just wants to pass with a Scarlet Woman, this is a great way to do it too. And just get away from being the demon really
you
quick.
give me too much credit, Riding.
Oh well, you're brilliant, Catboy. Don't dismiss yourself.
All right, Catboy is on the block. I'll give you 10 seconds if anybody wants to make any other noms. 5.
I think most people seem to have nominated, I think.
I think so too. Long day, but Catboy is executed and does die. All right, the game continues. Good night, everybody.
It's okay, I have 9 lives.
I'm a little bit gutted by that because Catboy, if he had nommed himself and gone through with it, he would have learned Amnesiac and would have bingoed his power already. And it could have been so powerful. Oh, I thought he had it. I'm so gutted. But, it is what it is. Let's go to our Serenovas.
That sounds.
Alrighty. Who would you like to choose tonight?
I guess I didn't know. I should have asked Malashan if she was planning on killing Helza, but I didn't. So I'm gonna go with Helza again. Second verse, same as the first.
Okay, it's Helza as a savant, yes?
Yes.
All right, I got it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, Helza.
Hello.
All right, the savant, or sorry, the Serenova still wants you to be mad as the savant.
Okay then.
Good
No
luck.
worries.
Bye.
Bye. I've got to
Yeah, by the way, hey, Sweet Potato Calico, good to see you. Thank you for the follow, C204. Appreciate you. We do have a conversation to have, maybe about token integrity. So, our puzzle drunk character is currently our juggler. And our juggler juggled Catboy as, if I wrote this down correctly, Catboy's a fisherman, Grady as the amnesiac, and Rowan as the boffin. And a 1 there is pretty damning, I think, immediately on Rowan. So basically, I'm considering, and it also, gosh, or it's a very strong signal that writing's just drunk. Is it though? I'm considering throwing the Puzzle Master Drunk token down here on Balloonist, but you know what? I'm kind of interested in continuing it on because while Rowan is not the Boffin, Rowan is a minion, and it's kind of rough for Evil. And I feel like Evil's in a rough spot too with Morgan coming out of the closet so quickly there as the Puzzle Master, because that's the only outsider for our Fangu to jump to. So, it's a little, it's a tough decision. But let's see who our Fangu decides to kill first, and we'll make our decision after that. All right,
Hello.
Sean. How's it going so far?
Good, I think.
Okay.
I think I know what's going on. I think I'm fairly comfortable with. I've got a plan.
All right. What's step 1 of the plan?
I am going to kill Micah.
Micah. All right. I'll take care of it. Good luck.
Thank
Okay. Did. Okay, so it didn't help us make our decision here. 3, 4 is our amnesiac. I'm kind of gutted about that. 5 is our Raven Keeper, still alive. 6 our Fortune Teller, who's not alive. 7 is our Juggler. So do we give Writings a 1? It could also implicate Grady as the Nodashi, which I think is interesting too. Because I don't think Writings is expecting a 1. All right, let's just go with it. We'll stick with Token Integrity, and we'll see how this plays out. I think it's going to be a little rough for Evil.
Hello.
Hey there. What number do you expect?
A 2.
Okay. Well, it's not a 2. You do get a 1, though.
I get a 1. Alrighty then, thank you.
Yeah, good luck. Interesting. All right. I think he does think that Catboy was a fisherman who passed the power on to a pixie. So maybe it's going to be all right. Have faith, Theo. And our balloonist saw a townsfolk, so we got to pass that along. I don't want to show Morgan yet. Geez, this is a little challenging. You are claiming... Oh, wow, this is tough. I don't know what Rowan is bluffing as. One of them is bluffing as... Let me see. Hey, just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What bluff did you decide to use for this game?
I'm gonna go with the philosopher.
All right. Just want to check. Do you you're good with how the philosopher works?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll come to you each night until you decide to use it, and then when you decide to use it, you kind of get that power. So if you have questions about how that would work or anything, let me know. They're going to ask you when you decide to use it and what you decide to use it for.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
as a Scarlet Woman, you got to fly under that radar, so got to make it believable.
All right then. Thank you.
All right, good luck. So in that case, I'm going to go with Rowan with the assumption that... I'm going to ask Rowan, though, just to be sure. Hey, I just wanted to see what bluff you decided to go with. I can't hear you, though.
So I've been doing High Priestess, Balloonist, or General for everybody, and I've not hard claimed anybody, and I'm going to fall back when pressed into Recluse.
Okay, perfect. I gotcha. Thanks.
No problem.
Bye. Okay, in that case, we can throw the token down here. All right, you are still alive, and today, from your beautiful balloon in the sky, you see your neighbor Rowan.
Neighbor Rowan. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck. All right, I think we are just flying along. We're doing okay. Oh, our new amnesiac. So my second amnesiac power is you start knowing the number of living outsiders. I'll put it in to chat. I should put these probably in here. I'll do that during the day, but let's go ahead and tell Grady. Hello.
Hello.
You learn a 1.
Okay.
Good luck.
Bye.
Okay. That is all she wrote. And has ability. Yep, we are good. Double checking around my Grim. Yep, we're all good. Let's go to day number 2.
I think Thanksgiving is mainly a conduit to go ahead and kill somebody.
Wow, I didn't know that's what Thanksgiving was a conduit to, but it's definitely a conduit to
100%
Micah's
is.
grave.
I
Because
knew it.
Micah didn't make it. I'm going to
didn't get
give
woken up last
you
night.
6 minutes. Enjoy.
What was you? What was you?
Well, I'll tell you guys at town.
What? Oh, okay.
Fault.
And
This is all your fault.
Back again, doing the pretend savant thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your stuff for today?
No. Didn't really think about it. Got too busy talking about holiday food.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll think of something anyway. I'm just we've done the thing. Thanks, Theo.
Yep, good luck.
Okay, so Theo, how does it, if you didn't give me the same amnesiac ability you gave Catboy?
That is not a question that I can answer in any way, shape, or form.
No, I mean, okay, so no, it's a rules question. Like, if the pixie becomes amnesiac, do they continue?
I assume that's cat related.
Well, sometimes it's a spider, but this time it seems to be just dust falling.
Oh. So yeah, if there's an amnesiac in play and a pixie sees an amnesiac, they could possibly get the same power, or they could get an entirely different power.
Okay, so it doesn't. There's no requirement for it to be either. Okay.
So you got a number.
Yeah, I got a number.
Okay.
So yeah, I was hoping that if it was the same one, then we would at least have 2 days worth of information to go off of. But if we don't,
Balloonist info. The first night, the person I got, I believe, is Town. Given that they're now dead, it's either Micah or Catboy. You're the only outsider if there is only one outsider. Therefore, the person that I got last night, being Rowan, is probably evil.
Oh, interesting. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily, because they changed the balloonist rules.
No, but if the person I saw yesterday is a townsfolk, and you're the only outsider, and I didn't see you, then there's only the demon left.
Okay, I understand. All right.
So that's
die at some point. We probably need to get Helza out of here before I die, because that's going to expose you. So that's probably my kill to
Right on the right side of the square, kind of thing.
So, like on the right, when you say right side, do you mean like from
I did
Micah
ask.
to
Right,
Foxwood?
I asked. Theo said on the right side as I'm facing it. So from Micah through to Foxwood, yeah, on including Micah, Grady, Ridings, Morgan, Rowan, and Foxwood.
Okay.
So that's actually 6 people. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people out of the 10. That doesn't tell. That didn't tell me very much, Theo.
Well, actually, I feel like that tells you a lot.
Okay.
So if we go into, there is a world where you could be the puzzle drunk.
Okay, well then this is not very helpful. I'm gonna go harass somebody else.
Okay.
Something you want to discuss.
Oh no, I'm just don't be mad at me.
I am.
Okay, bye.
Let's see.
All right, bye.
Hey.
If that is true, then if that would mean that the demon would be on the left side, because the other part would be false.
But if I was drunk, puzzle drunk.
Well, that would be in a
Neither-
world that Morgan is not drunking you.
But they could both be not true if I was puzzle drunk. Neither one doesn't have to be true if I'm puzzle drunk.
Correct. If you were the puzzle drunk, Theo could give you 2 truths, 2 lies, or a truth and a lie.
Yeah.
So
you asked me why I'm confused.
Yeah.
There you go.
But if I were to believe your information,
yes.
I hate to say it.
Neutral. That's a pretty even playing field.
Okay.
High Priestess, I got you. So I better speak to you.
Okay.
And if I'm the balloonist, I got Morgan.
Okay, great. Awesome. I like that we both got Morgan.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess
Convenient.
that's yeah. I guess that makes sense if you've got 3 roles, so that's probably why I'd be High Priestess to you.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why Micah thought I was evil, but I talked to him for a bit.
A revenge kill for Rowan, but
Yeah.
that's not likely. That's not her playstyle. That's not their playstyle.
No. And I talked to Rowan and we figured some stuff out. So.
Nice. All right. Well.
All right.
See ya.
Good luck.
Their harnesses. But I always wear it at the gay clubs.
Oh, I walked into something.
Walking at the gay bar.
I miss
that. Is such a throwback.
I miss 2000s music memes. So hard.
Yep.
It's like
I don't want to sound like an.
The last one was Doja Cat.
I don't want to sound like old, but memes nowadays, it's just kind of I don't know.
They don't go as hard.
Ooh, I have a question. I have a
Storyteller question, Victory?
no.
Okay.
During Night Chat, I have
Okay.
icebreaker for us.
Icebreaker question. All right. Anybody? Yeah. I'm open for juggles or conversations. How's it? Oh, hold on. Hello.
I want to ask my question about my ability. Actually, first I want to ask a rules question though. If the pixie is not drunk, but the role they're given is drunk, do they still get the role?
Drunken, in this script, you can be poisoned by an Odashi, you can be puzzle master drunk, those kind of things. So characters are not made drunk, players are. So
so the player doesn't get to use the character's ability, but they are the character, and so then
if the original character was poisoned in some way, it doesn't have any effect on you. If they were the drunk, you wouldn't. You wouldn't have. You don't see them because they're an outsider, not a townsfolk.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Yeah.
And does my ability have to do with the people whose abilities are not working correctly?
Cold.
Okay.
Good luck. Okay.
It's also
I came out as not the savant because I felt like my information is leading people down the garden path. So I know that I may be executed. And it also tells everyone there's a Cerenovus. There's a Cerenovus, everyone.
Oh, what?
A Cerenovus. That's a particular minion.
Theo has the decision to like be nice because you were an honest player and not kill you, but also that means that you could just be lying out of your ass.
Theo could also wait till the very end of day and be like, someone else is on the block and go, Hells is executed.
I don't know. I kind of buy it.
Well, we have some hands raised.
Well, what
Let's
if I
go.
was anything? I don't know.
Let me go through the hands real quick. Micah, you have your hand down,
Yeah,
it looks like, on my screen for some reason.
Yeah, I'm raising like this. So,
Okay.
In vogue.
Word?
So I was the fortune teller, and because of that, I suspect that we have an Oho. Because I only hard claim to one person, so either they're evil or the three theories I have: either that person is evil and got me killed, I was lucky shot, or the Oho just wanted to kill the fortune teller. And right now, the Oho seems the most obvious, most likely. I don't have. I guess we'll see tonight if there's who dies. But yeah, I was the fortune teller. I did Catboy and Grady last night. The first night and got nothing, or no, or whatever. You know, they're not the demon.
All right.
So,
Helza, you got your hand up?
No. No.
Boffin. Balashan.
No, it wasn't even Boffin.
I put this in text chat, but I'm going to expand on it. I have reason to believe Helza. I'm the High Priestess, and I learned Helza's name last night, so I think Helza's probably good and has good info.
Right. Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll open nominations.
Writings will nominate Morgan.
Okay, Writings nominates Morgan. Tell us why.
Because of what in a world where Mike is right about the Oho, then maybe this is not something we need to worry about. But they referenced potentially being, it sounded like an outsider, and there's a Fangu on this script. So we might want to consider that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we strictly believe that Micah is the Fangu that's now jumped.
Yeah, and Micah could have been the Fangu that jumped to Morgan because they said someone was drunk at the end of the day yesterday.
Right.
Morgan.
Would I have been told if I became the Fangu?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not the Fangu. I think that's like a fair, reasonable course of action, though, Writings. But also, one of you is drunk, and we do need to figure that out.
Okay, 4 to put Morgan on the block.
Are you gonna guess?
I don't have any information to go off.
Well, I mean, die.
Yeah.
You gotta use your power before you die, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, Morgan's not dying today. Any other noms?
At least not yet. Somebody can still kill me.
Can I nominate Rowan?
Foxwood nominates Rowan. Tell us why. Foxwood?
No reasons.
he was having some wacky issues when
Is he frozen?
Oh, that's
His camera's frozen for me.
Yeah, frozen now.
I thought he was just very stoic.
No, he's gonna like get a really powerful argument.
I feel like
time.
there's been a lot of disconnects today.
Yeah, the server's really weird.
Yeah, I've had a couple hiccups.
I was disconnected twice.
So I'm having.
Oh, I think he's
They're coming back.
coming back. We'll give it a second. A little refresh.
Are you there, Foxwood? It's me, Lagon.
Welcome back.
Did we all just reconnect, or was that just me?
You are, I think it was just you that time, although Grady just refreshed too. But yeah, you nominated Rowan. That's last we heard.
Okay. Yeah, I think potential minion. I'm not sure about a demon.
Well,
Oh no.
I think we got.
But I think this is a good.
And
Oh
again,
no.
I heard potential minion. That's
Potential
about all I
minion,
got.
that's a good nomination. I think I got most of that. Rowan.
Yeah. I'm not evil, but I understand the impression that I get, like, because just our interaction and our back and forth. So.
All right. 4 to put Rowan on the block.
Oh, maybe it's the black shirt, Rowan.
This is true. I am wearing a black shirt. I could talk
Oh.
to you again, Foxwood, and be more.
Oh, next
less,
is writings and Fox.
less.
4's enough.
What is it? Blasé or whatever.
Let me ask you real quick. Malishon had mentioned to me in a private thing I might be able to switch servers. I've never actually done that before. Is it just the chat server? Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah, you can select which one you're connected to.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might. One with one's got like over 100 people on it. So.
And it won't.
right.
If I just click it, it won't mess up anything else. So I just click the one to change to.
Yeah, you can just change over, and it should just move us all over.
Reboot.
All right. Yeah, we'll switch to US East 2. So I'm going to do that real fast. We might have a little reboot, but hopefully that'll help us out. Let's see. All right. Thank you, Malishon. Yes. Thank you. Rowan's on the block with 4 votes. Second call.
Good boy. And now, so,
Any other noms today?
Uh,
Oh, sorry, Rowan.
I heard someone say minion panic.
Wait, Rowan's trying to say something, but I can't hear it.
no, breaking up.
Oh, this server might not be helpful.
Yeah, this isn't any better.
I was like, this sounds worse.
Rowan, we couldn't hear you. Or at least I couldn't. Sorry, folks.
Nope,
No.
can't hear them anymore.
Let's see. They just refreshed.
This might fix it. Sometimes the switch over breaks connections, but
and it could be.
Okay, Rowan, say again.
I'm going to nominate writings.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Rowan nominates writings. Tell us why.
Writings has a bug for Morgan for some reason, and I'm not convinced I'm not the marionette, and so leave Morgan alone. But also, it's just like if there was a Fangu, and like Morgan is an outsider, and like then like maybe that prevents an obvious jump, maybe, but I don't see much more benefit than that.
It would also
kind of
fair. The other part is the defensive piece is the concern that Micah might have been the original demon. Heard Morgan say at the very end of day 1 that there's definitely someone drunk in play, which implies that they're the puzzle master. And Micah could have jumped to Morgan last night.
All right. Anything else you want to say for your defense writings?
Nope, that was the main reason I did the nomination.
4 to
okay.
5.
I understand better now, though. Okay.
4 to tie, 5 to execute on writings.
Okay, Morgan, make sure that you jump to somebody else, okay?
I'd
Quick
be
side
very
note.
surprised if that was Micah jumping last night.
And yeah, just to be clear, for the rules, a Fangu only gets to jump 1 time. All right. Final call, 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully everybody's not frozen. Rowan is executed and dies. And we go to night number 3. Sweet dreams, everybody. Probably should have executed Helza there, maybe. But kind of want to throw a little bit of sus on Helza's way. And I think saving Rowan would just put more suspicion on Rowan and less on Helza. So maybe we can throw a little sus on Helza, because I think Evil is really struggling here. And I kind of think I set up a pretty strong town against Evil here, and I'm second-guessing myself. But there's not much. Well, this will be a tough one, actually. This is kind of tough. Especially with, I wasn't expecting the outsider to come out quite so quickly like that. Usually they kind of stay a little bit more hidden, but we'll see how it plays out. If we need to do another game, we'll do another game. Cernobus is gone. No more of that. Let's see. All right. What do you want to do tonight? What's part 2 of the plan?
It was to kill Helza, and I'm not 100% sure that makes sense still, but I'm going to stick to it, I think. Yeah, I'm going to kill Helza.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to see how this goes. Maybe they'll think this is a Fangu jump, which I think would be very interesting. Yeah.
Sorry.
There you go.
Yes, I thought you didn't need to talk to me tonight, so I thought it'd be safe to go away.
No, I'm just here to tell you that you need to choose a player. You have died at night, and so I'm asking you to choose a player.
Oh, really? That is different, isn't it?
Who would you like to see?
Well, I'm fairly confident that Martian's good and that Catboy's good. I am going to choose Foxwood.
Foxwood. Okay, you choose Foxwood, and you see Balloonist.
Oh, okay.
All right, good luck.
Okay. Yeah,
Bye. Oh, I can tell Foxwood during the day. Foxwood's not there. Sorry for the long night, everybody. All right, I'll tell Foxwood during the day. Let's go to day number 3. It's been too long.
So distant, you know.
Well, let's all gather up and be together as we mourn the loss of Helza.
I did.
All right, I'm going to give you 3 minutes.
Seven townsfolk, 2 minions, demon. Okay, so the outsider count has changed.
Yeah, if we believe Morgan, it's either a Fangu or there's a balloonist hiding out there.
You claim type.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just responding to you, sweet Potato Calico. Potato Calico is talking about, I was talking to chat during the night. You'll go have your conversations if you want to. I was talking to Chad in the night about Alex Kitty. We appreciate any help, but also just sharing his GoFundMe and his story can be really helpful, their story. So if you are able to share that link to folks you know, that can be very helpful too. So we appreciate you, sweet potato. Let's go have conversations.
Okay.
And I'm pretty positive that Grady is not acting, that he truly is the amnesiac.
Okay, so Pixie amnesiac.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. We can learn that then.
Right.
Bought it, hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. Well, I was a bit worried that the actual savant. Usually, I'm good at making up savant information, and the fact that you were kind of saying, "Oh, well, that could be," I'm thinking, "Oh, bloody hell!" Like, so this is no good. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. Bye.
This is going to be one of the rare games where Raiden's just not evil, isn't it? Yeah.
We'll find out soon.
We'll find out soon. Oh, Muffin, how did you do that?
Muffin
is what she's claiming. She's
not a townsfolk. I'm an outsider.
No, but like, does the outsider change take from townsfolk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's only 6 townsfolk.
Yeah.
So
in that world, we have either Balloonist adding an outsider or Fangu adding an outsider.
I have had somebody hard claim Balloonist to me.
I have also, actually.
At that point, I assumed that I had been given a different amnesiac ability than Catboy, but last night I was not woken up again. So I was not woken up. So it could still be the same thing, but that seems odd.
1.
Unless the not waking up is indicative of a 0 or something, but I don't.
Yeah. Interesting. You get a number the first night you had the ability.
Right.
So I guess it could just be like you were going to learn something night 2, but that seems unusual.
Kangaroo?
Kangaroo.
Oh,
I didn't.
Is the type.
interesting.
Oh,
Did you
kangaroo.
ever-
I thought you were saying a roo, and I thought we were still going back to our conversation about gravy.
We call them a roo, but kangaroo. We should see what they're like in films. We should see if they're nice.
Welcome back to town, everybody.
Don't know, eh?
I will give you a moment for any conversations or philo juggles.
We lost somebody.
Yeah, Foxwood had to step away for
Yeah.
a second. They said. He said.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to ping Foxwood for a while, and it didn't. That
Me
makes sense.
too.
Yeah, I
Me
got
too.
a message that had stepped away for a second, but hopefully we'll be back soon. We're having some issues tonight.
What's a philo juggle?
So there is a philosopher on this script. The philosopher can choose to take on the role of another character. So usually the juggler only goes on night one, but a philosopher can choose to become a juggler on later nights. And so if they want to juggle and then get their juggler power that night, they can learn how many things they juggle correctly past day one. But the philosopher can take any ability on the script that they want to, but sometimes
Oh,
they take juggler.
I forgot the juggler was on the first day. I
One
had
night.
this weird cognitive distortion that we were juggling the past 2 days. Were we not?
Yeah, I thought it was like a gossip situation, but
Did we not?
Well, usually we had juggles on the first day, but usually that's it. But if there's a philosopher on the script, sometimes a philosopher will decide to take the
Right.
juggler ability and juggle on later days.
But I
Yes.
swear someone juggled yesterday.
Don't
Huh?
know, but
I
we'll
think
see.
you're having a false memory.
Matt, run it back.
You can check the stream on YouTube at the Gauntlet Goblin on YouTube. But
You can philosopher juggle on day 2. It kind of sucks for the real juggler because you make them drunk before they get their info. But you can do it.
you can do it on later nights too, I suppose, if you want to. Oh well, yeah, it depends on when you take the power, I guess. So, yep. Opening up for noms.
I'll nominate Morgan.
Okay, Malshot nominates Morgan. Tell us why.
I am confident Morgan started as an outsider, but I'm running out of worlds where there hasn't been a Fangu jump at some point, and Morgan was surprisingly hard to kill for 2 days. So I think it's good to clear this today.
Morgan.
I'm not gonna argue against you. I'm not a demon. I'm wondering if maybe Micah is right and we didn't have a Fangu. But also, I still have no clue who the drunk is, so
Alright.
I wouldn't say that I'm helpful.
3 to put Morgan on the block.
Micah, no, I'm not the savant. I was so nervous drunk to be the
Oh, okay.
Two stars.
savant. I'm not. I was actually the Raven Keeper. So
Oh,
I
Did you
found out
get
someone's
anything
role.
last night?
Yes, I did. I haven't had
Okay.
a chance to explore it, but I have reason to believe that we do have balloonists.
Oh, you have reason to believe some what?
we have
That-
a balloonist.
Sorry, I'm eating a cookie. You do.
Got your
Yes,
chat. 1 second. Hello.
Is my ability related to like distance from a roll when it changes or something?
Cold. Good luck. Hey.
Oh, sorry. Had just something to do with that.
That's all right. Hope all good is good there. Last night you learned Melishan.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
I got killed in the night last night, and I know who the balloonist is. There you
Morgan.
Uh,
Ooh.
If you are the Raven Keeper, I could see Hanoho knocking you off early because
Yeah.
it's less likely that you'll find the demon.
Yeah.
Morgan,
Yeah.
What's up?
have you made your guess about the puzzle drunk?
I have no idea.
I'm starting to wonder if it might be Grady.
It's possible.
Amnesiac puzzle drunk.
Grady, what do you think?
It's possible, but that. So you think the night who was the mislead for the drunk?
I mean, you're living the experience. I'm not, but for it to be inconsistent sounds weird.
Yeah, so I guess it probably doesn't hurt to share it because I have no idea what's happening. So I was actually the pixie. Catboy passed the amnesiac to me. Catboy was not woken up the first night. The second night, I was woken up and given a 1.
What I want to do.
And then last night, I was not woken up again.
So, Theo, if Catboy was the drunk, then that would mean that Grady would now be the drunk?
So the way that drunkenness and poisoning works in this game is that the player is drunk and not the character. So
okay.
Yeah. So if that's going to stay on that one player, it's not going to go.
Okay.
No, like Pixie thinks doesn't work that way.
So in that world, your ability might not have triggered until someone was dead, Grady, or maybe an evil player was dead. Because it could have been kind of like an oracle. Like in that world, you could have had maybe Rowan or Helza be an evil person that died in the night.
Well, the night I got a 1 was the night Micah died.
Okay.
Second call.
So here's the world I'm kind of building in my head, and maybe someone could give me information that would help me think otherwise. In a world where Catboy and Grady are connected, Pixie to Amnesiac, Helza supporting Foxwood with the Ravenkeeper piece, I'm pretty sure I believe Morgan as the puzzle master. It just depends if they're Fangu jumped to or not at this point. Or if there's that really only leaves, for me, because I know I'm town, that really only leaves Malachon and Victory as evil. That would be alive.
I think it's fine for me to come out with my info now anyway. I am the balloonist. Night 1, I got Micah. I spoke to Micah straight away on day 1. I believe Micah to be town. Night 2, I then got Rowan, which is why I was happy to push on Rowan yesterday. In the world where Micah's town, Morgan's the only outsider, Rowan is then a minion or a demon in that world. And then last night, I got Malachon.
Okay.
Final call.
I mean, does anyone have a thought that would say otherwise?
No, I'm leaning toward Victory and Malachon being evil. I don't know which one's the demon, but that's my direction right now.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning towards as well. Foxwood, you said you had Victory or Malachon in your thing.
Malachon after Rowan. Malachon.
Writings will nominate Malachon.
Okay. Writings nominates Malachon. Tell us why.
Mostly just because they were not in the named things from the balloonist. And if I'm going off if I'm believing Catboy Grady, Helza Foxwood, and I go know that I'm town, that really only leaves Victory and Malachon, and Malachon was in a balloonist ping.
Malachon.
Yeah, I mean, I think the balloonist information says I'm... Because I believe Rowan's a minion, so it says I'm either a townsfolk, which I am, or the demon, so it's a good execution. So I think this makes sense today, and then we can figure out who the actual demon is tomorrow, because we've got 2 executions.
Yeah.
3
We're going to use this on one of them.
3 to put Mal on the block.
I'm going to vote here just in case Malachon is the demon and therefore will drop.
Okay. 3 is enough. 10 seconds.
I have a question, or I have 2 questions.
Public or private?
So for everybody. Who's the puzzle drunk? And also, if there's a Boffin, what is the Boffin?
I don't know.
Could be Boffin balloonist.
That's
Elsa has the puzzle drink in that world.
3,
Hell's a puzzle drunk Boffin blueness.
2.
I mean, a puzzle master Boffin is really mean because you'd be like, and that's a drunk.
Well, for today, Malachon is executed and dies. And we go to night number 4. Good night, everybody. Okay, it's coming down to it. Let's see if Victory Bell's ready to pick up this baton and run with it. Hello.
I don't want to do it.
I know. We'll talk through it. We'll do this together. But you are the Fangu. You are evil. Let's talk about your philosopher thing first. So, what's your philosopher story?
Oh, I was gonna do what Writings did, or had mentioned to do, which was just for fun. Writings was just joking around and being like, "Oh, it'd be fun to do the philosopher turns into the damsel, just to give the minions something to do." So I was gonna say, "Hey, I was the philosopher and I became the damsel." Also, that would kind of ruin a lot of ideas about outsider counts.
Yeah. If you come out with that though, then a minion can guess you as the damsel, and if it doesn't work, it's going to make you look really evil. It's going to make it look like you're lying or you're puzzle drunk. I'm just saying, like, if you tell people you did damsel, it's really hard to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's going to incriminate you pretty much, I think.
No, it was, I think the idea, I wasn't really going to say that I was the damsel. I think I was only going to tell Writings that, hey, I trusted you, so I wanted to do what you did, and I chose damsel. So only Writings.
Okay, but so you're going to tell something else to everybody else?
Yeah.
What are you going to tell everybody else?
Because Rowan died, I was going to say Recluse.
You're going to do Philosopher Recluse? Okay, because you could choose any power in the game to take.
Yeah, but I don't really want a power.
You just wanted something to hide.
Yeah,
okay. You can say, but okay, yeah. All right, I just want to make sure you have your story straight because they're going to ask you like what night you chose your power and what you chose. So as long as you have your story straight. Okay. All right, and.
We're getting the story straight for no reason because I'm gonna kill Morgan or Foxwood.
Well, Malachon sent a message to you. If you notice, it says, "I jumped to Morgan, but your call if you think you can use it, if you can BS it." So.
No, I mean, I guess I was under the idea of just trying to figure out, who is a stronger bluffer. I guess because Foxwood is pretty good at kind of straight up lying and it's pretty quiet.
So
it'd be good to kind of continue his balloonist game while he kills off people. Morgan too, and also, but Morgan. We
have to hurry here a little bit. Do be aware, Balloonist is not an outsider, right?
What? Oh.
Balloonist is a townsfolk.
An outside. Crap.
Yeah.
I was thinking. So, yeah. I jumped in Morgan.
Okay, so you want to
catching that?
Yeah, you want to pick Morgan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I'll let you back out. Oof, I think it's about over.
Hi.
Hi. You are the Fangu. You are evil.
Oh, of course I am. Okay. Well, yeah, that tracks. All right.
Good luck.
Cool.
You got this.
All right.
Bye. Hello. All right. Tonight you learn writings.
Okay. Surprised I'm alive.
Good luck.
Happy to be so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's bring this game to an end. I think that's going to be about all she wrote. But, we're down to final 4, so you never know. All right, let's just let day number 4. Good morning, Goblinshire. I think y'all are probably, imagine the day after Thanksgiving. You're all full and happy, and hopefully don't have to wake up too early. But unfortunately, one of you didn't join us on this Friday, Black Friday, because Victory Bell died in the night.
No.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to give you just 2 minutes.
Victory Bell, what were you?
Thanks for following us, R96 line.
Anybody have any idea who might be drunk? Because
Victory Bell, who were you?
Oh, yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's Philo. Philo Doe.
Oh. Philo.
Which is wrong. What we?
Oh, I was High Priestess.
Okay. Do you think you might have been puzzle drunk?
Probably not. I got Morgan, the claimed outsider, night 1, which makes sense. I got Helza, who was Sarah Locked, night 2, which makes sense, and I got Grady, who's apparently picked up the Amni ability, night 3. So,
yeah, okay.
Grady could be the puzzle drunk. I mean, that's definitely a world that I got shown the puzzle drunk to kind of help us to figure that out. But,
yeah, possible. Yeah, and then Catboy is evil in that world. If
could be the Catboy could be
a lot of shenanigans. That said, there's not a lot of town abilities that do much. Honestly, in this script. So
I think if I was to be picking a Boffin on this script, I think I would probably pick the Puzzle Master, so the storyteller can make a drunk for the evil team. That or a juggler, because then, I mean, I know it cast shade on me, but then they could guess people.
Right. Well, I mean, you can get Morgan to guess you and see what happens.
Yeah. Victory Bell was my last evil after Malachon. So, I mean, for me, it now looks like Morgan is been the demon or jumped to or what have you. Because Catboy and you are connected. Helza and Foxwood are connected. So,
I mean, could the Raven Keeper have been made drunk? Because that's like an okay one to make drunk, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Helza could be the puzzle drunk.
Right. Do they do that publicly or?
So, like.
I don't think so. It doesn't say.
If you were drunk, Catboy can.
Yeah, they can guess publicly. They can guess publicly or privately, but they get their response privately, regardless. So.
Oh, okay, right.
No, but they can still guess a drunk dead person?
Yeah.
Yeah. The drunk, the puzzle doesn't move. It just is on that person the entire time. So you can pick a dead player.
Do you feel like your information is true, Foxwood? Are you drunk?
I feel like my information is reliable.
From what I know, at least of your... I agree that your...
Does anybody feel like their information's not reliable? Because
mine might not be. I'm thinking in a world of if you are an actual puzzle drunk or a puzzle master, it makes me wonder if I was the puzzle drunk or Helza was the puzzle drunk.
Well,
what are you writings?
Yeah, at this point,
nothing important.
Could the puzzle master?
I don't like reason to hide it anymore. We're on the final 4.
Yeah.
I mean, are we gonna sleep or are we just gonna shoot into this now?
Yeah.
I
mean, if we're just gonna shoot into the dark, I feel like we should go with Morgan because puzzle master.
I will say it is 4 alive. Typically, players will decide to sleep on 4 alive, so you can go to a final 3. There's better odds. But I will give you a moment if anybody has things that they want to do. And nominations are open.
Can I guess somebody as the puzzle drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
You can come into a chat.
Writings just said that he thinks maybe he might be.
You can.
So
you can also go with. You can also go off the idea that if you pick someone that you know is unlikely to be puzzle drunk, you know you're probably going to get false info, and it inverts.
Okay.
Morgan, did Writings tell you what he was?
I have no idea what Writings is. Writings did not tell me what he
Then
was.
don't pick Writings. It's much more statistically likely it's someone dead.
Okay.
How can you use the false information? What do you do again?
You basically play it in reverse.
So,
you just
what
use,
happens is if I guess correctly, I'm told who the demon is, and if I guess wrong, then I get false information. I'm told somebody's the demon who isn't the demon.
For example,
which is
the
good.
likelihood Grady is the demon is super, super low because they were the pixie to Catboy. So if you were to pick Grady, then you would probably learn someone who's likely not the demon.
Also, I have a fortune teller
think
no
that
on Grady.
Grady is okay. So you think that? Well, no, I'm not guessing who the demon is. I'm guessing who is drunk.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
if you
but
got Grady as information.
Hang on. What if the pixie is the Boffin ability?
There's still the
very
no,
well
unless Micah's the puzzle drunk who got a
If
no
I'm-
on the demon. Then
I mean,
Yeah.
it's possible
Yeah.
I'm the puzzle drunk, but I got a no on Grady as the fortune teller.
Somebody pick a person for me to pick
I think
because
Grady or Helza are probably the best.
Grady or
candidates.
Helza.
Well, I don't think I'm puzzled because my
No, I don't think you are.
if Foxwood's the
know what
balloonist,
role I am.
then that information.
All right. Hey,
But-
Theo, I think
Maybe
Grady's
the
drunk.
puzzle drunk is good.
The only reason I think Helza would be the puzzle drunk is if Foxwood, you were the demon. But I don't really think that.
I don't think Foxwood's.
Let me jump in real quick. Helza had her hand up. Helza, you have something you want to say?
I just wanted to ask: can the puzzle master be the puzzle drunk person?
Yeah, could I be drunk, Theo?
It is possible, but it is rare and kind of mean.
Little.
I have seen Ben Burns do that once. But
Theo,
only
did you make me
only
drunk?
for a cannibal puzzle master one time about 3 years ago. That's it.
That's kind of
Okay.
I think Catboy's a decent candidate because it kind of justifies having a pixie, and we haven't got any real information from Catboy to know. So if we're really not sure, that might be a good guess.
But yeah, I'm going to give you just a few more moments. If anybody wants to have a private chat or nums or anything, maybe another minute or two.
I'll come talk to you, Theo.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
So I think maybe Catboy was drunk because Grady said Catboy said that he didn't get woken up on the first night, and that he should have been woken up if he was the amnesiac.
Okay.
So.
What are you going to say that you learned? Who are you framing?
Oh, good question. Do I want to pretend like this is accurate information or inaccurate information? I think I'll frame Foxwood, who we all know is definitely the balloonist, and then that tells us that either Writings or Grady could be drunk still, and we get rid of somebody.
So yeah, he's got to decide if you think your guess was right or wrong, and then who do you want to get. So if you think that you guessed the wrong person, you're going to get somebody who's not Foxwood in that case.
If I think that I guessed the wrong person,
you would not get Foxwood if you're framing Foxwood, right? So,
no, I'm saying that I think that Catboy was maybe not the drunk, and I'm getting Foxwood as the demon, which would tell everybody that Catboy was not the drunk, and I did a bad job.
Yeah, and in that case, Foxwood would not be the demon. So if you're trying to frame
Foxwood's not the demon.
Yeah, so figure out who you're not framing. So just make sure you kind of know your end game here, who you're going to think the demon is. So you can clear. Basically, it sounds like you're going to clear somebody here. So I would clear maybe the least suspicious person, which might be Grady too.
Foxwood.
But yeah, we need to get back because this is too long probably. So just think about what you want to say. Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
I think one of Helza and Rowan is the Serenovus, like basically always. So we're safe to sleep.
Okay, so I guessed that Catboy was the drunk, and I got Foxwood as the demon, which I don't think is correct. So I
I
fucked
think
that
that
one
would
up.
probably get given as the false info in almost
Yeah,
every
I
situation.
think I fucked that guess up.
Now, to be fair to you, Micah, you're the least likely of evil in that world for me.
I can say Foxwood's balloonist first two were me and then Rowan. I talked to Rowan the day after I died, and she did hard claim to me something that was not a townsfolk. So everything I know about Rowan so far lines up at least with that first 2 days of balloonist.
Okay. They're going to give you 10 more seconds if anybody wants to do anything.
Then yeah, if that's accurate, then it just kind of leaves Morgan for me at that point.
Is it
3?
Wait, is it possible for us to have 2 outsiders?
2.
If they're
If thank you plus balloonist, then yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you plus Boffin balloonist.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We are going to go to sleep, everybody. I'll see most of you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Okay. Well, we might have a game on here. All right. Interesting. Who am I going to show Foxwood? But I think Foxwood probably has to die here. Let's see. Hi.
Hello.
All right.
Okay. I think I want to kill Ridings.
Okay. Yeah. So, did you tell me what your thought process is? Let's go through it.
My thought process is mostly just that, like, I think it's possible to frame Grady, but I don't think it's possible to frame Ridings at this point.
Okay.
That's what I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I don't think I'm winning this. But
I think
we'll see.
I think you've got a shot at it.
Maybe.
I think at this point they don't think it's.
I've got a higher chance of getting it if I kill Ridings than I do if I kill Grady. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like giving you one little thing that I noticed.
Oh. Okay.
Yesterday. I feel like I don't know if it's cheating. Like I don't want to give you too much. There was something that yesterday that didn't happen. That kind of makes somebody look bad. I'm going to give you just that little hint. You can think about like something that you.
We didn't vote anybody.
No. I feel bad. Like I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. But there was just sort of like somebody's kind of. If they were bluffing, they might have forgotten to do something.
Grady didn't tell us about the amnesiac ability again yesterday.
Sort of. Something along those lines.
Something along those lines? Okay. I'm just is he my minion?
I can't tell you who your minions are.
Oh, well, of course you can't. Okay.
But you know
All
who
right.
passed it to you, right?
I know who passed it to me. Yes.
Okay. All right. I won't say anything else. You got this. I think you got a shot at it. But yeah,
Okay.
Ridings is the death tonight.
Yeah. Is that a good idea?
I don't know.
That's a good idea.
You played the game.
Was what you told me supposed to change my mind on who I picked?
No. It's just talking about your strategy.
It's unrelated to that.
Yeah, unrelated to that. Sorry, I don't mean to confuse you. You can ignore me. I'm notoriously bad at this game, so don't listen to my advice anyway.
You've played it a lot more than I have.
I've only been a player. You've played the game more than I have. I promise you.
Yeah. Okay, but like you're like you know who all the people are, so
Yeah, but I'm not good at arguing. So I think you got this. I think you got this. Good luck.
Okay.
What I was trying to hint at is that Grady didn't ask his amnesiac question yesterday, and so it kind of makes him look like not really an amnesiac if he forgot to ask his question. Who am I going to show? Oh, God, this is really hard. Liz has gotten so much good information. So it was on a townsfolk. I have to show... I don't want to show Morgan. It's really strong. Oh, I've painted myself into a corner here. This is really hard. I've already shown Rowan. I could show Victory Bell. But that's strong too. Oh, I'm so stuck. This is game-winning information. Especially with writings. I thought she was going to go with writings. I don't have any good choices here. I have to show either Morgan, Rowan, or Victory Bell. I have to show Victory Bell. I don't have another choice, I don't think. But that's really gonna frame. This is game winning. Because I don't have any good options here. Hello.
Had to keep me alive.
You are still alive, yeah. So tonight, from your little balloon, who do you expect to see?
Probably Morgan. Maybe a dead player.
You see Victory Bell.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. How to show Victory Bell? Hopefully they think that Victory Bell is a minion. That's the only way I can do it without throwing the game entirely to good. But it also maybe signals a Fangu. We'll hope to see if that works out. Okay. Let's see if we got a good final 3 here. Hopefully it's not too overbalanced toward good here. But I think they got a chance. Let's see. We're going to day number 5. I didn't really think this game was going to last all the way to the end. I'm proud of everybody. Proud of Evil. Go, Evil.
Oh, because it was Catboy to Grady.
Good morning, everybody. Our final 3 are Foxwood, Morgan, and Grady, riding side in the night.
Awesome. I will not be a red herring in this final 3.
I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes. You can talk for 5 minutes. When it gets down to like 2 minutes remaining, let's let just our live players speak.
So I was a juggler, and I juggled Catboy as the fisherman, Grady as the amnesiac, and Rowan as the boffin, and I got a 1. So this is why I thought I was the puzzle drunk. Because Grady was not either of those roles, and neither was Catboy. And based on the conversations Town is having, Rowan would not be the boffin.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very possible.
Okay.
I lost.
Rowan,
What did you say,
Rowan.
writings? Ah!
Rowan, are you okay with me saying you're...
Yeah.
Okay. Rowan claimed recluse to me, which could explain a 1.
And that
I
Now, I
nommed-
don't know.
I nommed myself to die on the first day.
I don't
that-
like.
I talked to Micah the next day, and then he told me about the Oho theory, and I chilled out after that, and then I was mostly quiet after that.
And that could still back a Fangu balloonist world. 1 + 1.
And it also makes sense that Foxwood, I trust Foxwood's information.
Yeah, I mean, Foxwood's information seems pretty legit and is backed by Helza. Grady's backed up by Catboy, so that really just leaves Morgan as the demon, in my opinion.
Or you lying as the juggler.
But I'm dead.
Right.
That's why I'm dead. If I was alive, this would be a whole lot harder of a game.
Victory Bell, what was your role?
No.
A philosopher.
Philo. Okay.
I think my info, if legit and not poisoned or drunk in any way, does help. So I got the 3 that we already know of. So Micah into Rowan, then to Malashan. I then got writings after that, and then last night I got Victory Bell. So writings, being a townsfolk, is directly opposed to both Victory Bell and Malashan on both counts. If Malashan was the demon and jumped to a Scarlet Woman, then it's pretty much has to be Grady. Wait.
Hiya.
Hey, real quick, with the damsel, Bluff, Dead minions can still guess?
Say that again. With the damsel, yeah, if you have the damsel ability, is that what you're saying?
Uh-huh.
If you have the damsel ability, you're still alive. So yeah, minions can still guess you and win the game.
If I'm dead?
If you're dead, no, you don't have the ability anymore. Sorry. Yeah, if you're dead, you don't
Okay.
have it anymore. Yeah, sorry. Only if you're alive.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Can't be a second outsider, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If it's not a Fang game, I think Rowan's the minion, like we think.
It's entirely possible Morgan's been bluffing Puzzle Master this entire time, too.
Yeah, I mean, Morgan could be any demon and just be bluffing Puzzle Master because they knew there is no, in theory, no outsiders.
I mean, if we're in Boffin worlds, it could be a demon with a Puzzle Master ability just to make someone drunk.
And Rowan, if Rowan is the recluse, is actually the recluse, Rowan makes sense. But Rowan the Malchan could be anything, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
2 minutes
Rowan's
left.
recluse, it could be
2
anything.
minutes. Let's let a live player speak.
Grady, you didn't use your amnesiac ability yesterday, did you?
No, I forgot to ask. I haven't been woken up since. And so I've lost track of rounds. I guess I could still ask today.
That's interesting.
Game ends in 2 minutes, or
What was
voting
your
begins?
amnesiac ability doing?
Nothing at all. I was woken up the first when. So Catboy was executed, right? So that night it passed to me. That night I was woken up and told a 1. And then there has been nothing since. And I've asked, is it related to like misfired abilities? And that was a cold. I asked if it was related to like positioning, like if my position to like a role changed, and that was also a cold. And then I've forgotten to ask since then.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if maybe Grady is actually bluffing as the pixie and then the amnesiac because Catboy passed that to the pixie.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
It could be Boffin
Does
Pixie, even.
Theo, rules question, does the pixie's target know that there's a pixie?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Nominations will pause the timer. Oh, okay. Grady wants to come in for a chat. I'm going to pause the timer, but we have 10 seconds when I get back. Okay, quick.
Is my ability related to who died in the night?
Cold.
Okay.
Okay.
10 seconds.
The amnesiac thing does not have anything to do with who died in the night.
I'm going to nominate Morgan.
Okay, Foxwood nominates Morgan. Tell us why.
I'm good. There's a 50-50 from my perspective. I am in the tunnel of it being Victory Bell or writings that has jumped to Morgan, or that Morgan's just a demon, or so on.
Okay, Morgan.
I think it's Grady. I think Grady's been playing us this whole time. I think that Grady is not the pixie / amnesiac. I think he was the demon, Oho or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also viable.
All right. 2 to put Morgan on the block.
We might want to make sure we at least get 3 or 4 on anything, because if it ties, evil can rise up.
It doesn't make sense that writings would be it because they've been after Morgan consistently.
Okay, 4 is enough.
Might not have had a choice.
I mean, Morgan's gonna nominate Grady because I'm pretty sure at this
Gravy.
point.
Gravy, I like that.
Oh, we don't like you.
Wow,
We
really
don't
doesn't like
I'm
me.
sorry, Morgan. I
You're the worst
can't let it
dish.
slide.
Morgan's
Great.
sleepy.
Okay, Morgan, you want
Okay,
to?
Gravy.
Morgan, you want to lay this out?
I think Grady has been lying about being the pixie / amnesiac. I think Catboy saw a way to not have to deal with the pixie ability or with the amnesiac ability and passed it to Grady, and Grady's just been like going along with that. So I think Catboy was conned by Grady. And then the other night, Grady just totally forgot to actually use the amnesiac ability, and I think it's because he's not actually the amnesiac.
Okay, Grady?
Writings, what the heck are you?
Wait, let me give it to Grady. We can do pertinent after as the boat's running. Grady?
I mean, like I said, I've been pretty consistent about that. I think I mentioned on the first day when I was being nominated that I was also okay with dying because I didn't like my ability. Which Catboy can back me up on that. Amnesiac sucks. So, I mean, I'm sticking with my story. That's it.
4 votes to tie, 5 to execute on Grady.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't tie it.
4 is a tie. So, Grady, do you want to nominate Foxwood?
There's not enough votes anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
Victory Bell Evil confirmed.
There would be if you want to vote on yourself, but I don't think you do, Foxwood.
Yeah, I'm not going to vote on myself.
In that case, there are no executions today. The game is over, and congratulations go to the evil team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well done.
Good job, Evil, pulling that out from the jaws of defeat there. Let's go through our Grim.
Morgan.
We had Micah draw as our fortune teller, who only got 1 nice information looking at Grady and Catboy. We had Catboy, our amnesiac. Catboy, I was going to keep your, since you didn't get to use your ability much, I was going to keep it here, but I'm going to tell you what it was, because you were so close to getting a bingo on your first day. Because you nominated yourself, and your ability was, each night, asterisk, learn the character of the person who nominated you the day before. So you would have woken up and learned amnesiac. And I think you would have probably figured that out because you nominated yourself. So I'm not, but yeah, you learned the character of whoever nominates you. That was your ability.
Okay.
Then we had, let's see, we had Helza, our Raven Keeper, who was made mad by the Serenovus as the Savant, by Serenovus Rowan, who got called out so early by Micah for no very strong reason, but Helza chose to use their ability when they got killed in the night to take a look at Foxwood, our balloonist. Our balloonist got some very strong information, I think, sober and healthy. Micah Draws was our first pick. Rowan, who was either going to bluff Recluse as an outsider or was but actually a minion, so saw them next. After that, who we bounced to after that? Foxwood. I think we bounced to Malachon, our original Fangu. And then after that, I showed you Writings. Is that right?
Writing, yeah.
Yeah, Writings, our juggler, our puzzle drunk juggler.
Oh, I was right.
Who juggled Catboy as the fisherman, if I remember correctly. Grady as the amnesiac when he was still the pixie. And Rowan as the Boffin. And got a 1. And because really would have gotten a 0. So there was our puzzle drunk for Morgan, our puzzle master. But first, when Malachon was executed, Victory Bell, our Scarlet Woman, caught the football and immediately passed it over to Morgan, our puzzle master turned Fangu. And Grady was indeed our pixie amnesiac. Grady's ability was, in this game of Fangus, you start knowing the number of living outsiders. Which is pretty helpful for a Fangu game. And at that point, we had Rowan bluffing, but we had Morgan as our only living outsider at the time, so learned a 1, and that was their ability. Rowan?
I was like, I messed up with the no dashi because I thought it was the no dashi. So when I was asking you, why are you giving Elsa good info? It's because I was having the most severe blonde attack of my entire life.
I didn't even hear that. But yeah, this was good job, Evil Team, because I think that I thought y'all had this stacked against you. There was such strong information from a lot of places around here. And well done pulling that to the end, Morgan.
I thought we had it. But when I saw 4 on the vote for Morgan, I was like, we're not.
Theo woke me up in the middle of night 4, and I was like, shit. We lost.
I got woken up.
I was so lucky. I was so lucky with the High Priestess bluff. I just picked Morgan at random to be the person I saw night one, and went to her, and she immediately said, "Oh, I'm the puzzle master." I'm like, "Great! I know where I can get out of the being a demon now."
I couldn't believe that Morgan survived as long as she did.
You.
I tried to kill Morgan.
I told several people that you were definitely not the demon. Because I was like, there's no way that she would have just told me what she was.
Elsa, I'm very sorry I tried to hijack your brain, mostly because it backfired really hard on me.
That's okay.
I think it worked out just fine.
It's all. That's what the game's. That's what it's for. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I felt bad.
Right.
I felt bad when you were like, I can't do this anymore. I'm like, oh, I feel like I broke a person. That's not good.
No, it wasn't that. It was more just seeing. It was that for once I came up with what was apparently quite believable savant information. That seemed plausible to writers.
Yeah, I believe it.
Going, oh yeah, well in this case, this, and I'm like, oh, well that's better to be dead.
I did consider killing Helza because of the breaking of the Serenovus information, but two things. I wanted to leave the Boffin world alive, and I thought it might be better just to sacrifice Rowan the Serenovus and throw hopefully some suspicion on Helza as possibly evil too, and just bluffing that. So it was a little tough choice there, but I thought that would be better for evil.
I would have been happy with either. I think I could have worked with either as an evil, whatever.
Yeah. You sacrifice a minion or you add a minion.
I mean, for me, I thought maybe that was another world where I thought potentially Helza could be the puzzle drunk, and that's why you didn't execute, because you're like, if Helza does get gacked, then you could spread some misinformation.
Yeah.
But
and I mostly stuck to the plan, Thea.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty much the plan. I don't think I touched it up. The plan was kill Micah, kill Helza, then jump to either Morgan or Victory Bell that next night. And I got executed instead, so then Victory Bell jumped across to Morgan. But basically, that was the plan.
Hey,
I pretty much figured out the word. I just didn't know which one of you was the demon.
Yeah. Great job, everybody. I very quickly want to just remind everybody about little kitty Raiden. If you want to help out with Raiden's surgery that he needs this week for our good friend Alec, I'm putting the GoFundMe again in the chat. You can also find it on all of our socials at Gallant Goblin, everywhere social media exists. Please help out if you're able to, and if you're not able to, that's fine. But you can also share the link. It's also very helpful for us. Trying to get gallbladder surgery by Friday, and it's like $4,000. And if you have pets, you know how that is. So any help that you would be able to offer, we would really appreciate. Also, go check out Hitless Video for Writing's perspectives on these games and others. It's always really fun. I always go back and watch them later on. Like, you post them sometimes after a few games have gone by, and I've forgotten what happens in my games, and so I get to be surprised with you. Anything else you want to plug, Writings?
Maybe this week or next we'll probably put out a short film that Rowan's first directed short film. So if you would like to be interested in seeing a film that she directed, it will probably be on our channel in about a week or so. We're just waiting for. Oh, Rowan, why don't you talk about it?
It's called Auld Lang Anxiety, and it's about New Year's. It's my first time directing, and it shows.
No.
But actually, it's pretty good for a 48-hour. Yeah, Writings did camera stuff. It was really great.
Awesome. And
check
you can find that where?
On Hitless Video. Soon it'll be on there. We have the last 2 48s we've done on there. A Total Cat Person and Hair Raising.
Yes, go see Total Cat Person. I promise everyone here will die. It's great.
No, that's awesome.
You can see a trailer for the newest short on there as well. So there's like a 30-second trailer for it.
Awesome. Malachon, you got anything you want to plug?
Just I stream Clocktower with Resnora every Thursday evening, US Eastern time. Come watch us sometime.
What's your Twitch stream called?
It's Resnora, Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Resnora.
Sweet. Bring Resnora into play sometime too if she's ever up for it. I don't know how Wednesday nights are for her, but we'd love to have them.
Yeah, we might do that sometime.
I would want to talk wrestling with y'all, so that would be fun.
Absolutely, we should do that anyway.
Oh, I like wrestling too.
She's way more like knowledgeable about wrestling than me. Like, I'm a casual. Like, she's really into it.
We could talk about why Kevin Owens is mad at Cody, but not at Sami Zayn apparently. So I want to have this conversation.
See, Rowan and I mostly follow AEW, not so much the WWE stuff.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll throw that link into the video description to there, Melishan. So Rasnora over at Twitch. Anybody else have anything you want to plug before we wrap up? Morgan, you've got your
So last week I mentioned that I had a D&D module for level 13. It is on sale now until Monday the 2nd. So if you want it, it's 30% off. It's called the Lich King's Laboratory. You can go sneak around Vecna's lair and steal his treasure that he left behind. And, also, there's a really cool beholder. It's an artist.
I love it. And it's a level 13 one shot, which would be really
level
good.
13 one shot.
And I imagine it works really well with if you're playing Vecna Eve of Ruin Adventure. It's probably a fun one to throw into that, I imagine.
It could be fun.
Yeah. Awesome. Anybody else before we wrap up? Grady, you can go get Tianjia, World Guide and Character Guide for Pathfinder, which Grady wrote for, and a bunch of other Pathfinder books that Grady wrote for coming up soon. And also go check out Victor Bell's Life Cycle thing. We'll have that link down there, and Messi's Pathfinder and other game stream, which is coming up next month, and I'll be on that too. I'll let everybody get to sleep because we got a big day tomorrow with Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's saving up your appetites. Again, I'm thankful for all of you to come and play with me. This is the highlight of my week every week. I love seeing you all. I love all of you, and thank you all for joining me week after week here. It makes my week, and I love y'all. So looking forward to another year of this. And we'll see you at Clocktower Con coming up, our Final 3 Con. Mouse, are you going to Final 3 Con?
And not this year. I traveled a lot last year, and I have to focus on work, unfortunately.
Oh, I understand. But hopefully we'll see you at one of the cons one of these days.
We're hoping to get to Vegas this coming next year, but not sure.
It's in Ridings and I's backyard, so we're going to be there.
We'll make some videos there. We'll have some fun. All right. Say goodbye to Carl, and say goodbye to Chet.
Hey, Carl.
You have a good night. We'll see you next week at the Gallant Goblin. Sweet dreams, everybody.
Bye.